Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about a heart-to-heart conversation or somebody who's really putting it all out there, not hiding anything. In particular, it feels to me like this is going to be a conversation about money and what it would take to be able to live with you or move near you or make the changes that they need. They're detaching from ego. So I do think this is somebody that you've known for at least a couple weeks, right? Probably more like a couple years. But they have some obstacles that they've been working to clear because they have seen through some of those things that maybe were effective illusions in the past. But now, because they've gone through some spiritual awakening, it's more clear to them what is a good use of time and what is not. I do feel like this is probably a romantic connection, but keep in mind it's a general reading, so it could be for a family connection as well. I was all giggly because of you, Jess. I hope you're having a good day. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And also, if you are interested, I offer personal readings, and my email address is in the description box below. Please be aware that today we've found an impersonator who is responding to comments on my channel. You'll know that it's actually me if the name of the respondent is Ms. Carmen and has a little gray circle around it. Otherwise, it's the impersonator. Cool. Other than that, let's dive in. We're going to start with the Poe Tarot. I do not read these in the reverse, so keep that in mind. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. I just don't want anybody to get scammed out of their money, you know? Hello, Kristen. How are you doing? Thank you. What else? So we've got the Queen of Wells or the Queen of Cups. No guile disguised the fervor of love which animated her heart, and she examined with me its inmost recesses as we walked together in the valley of the many-colored grass. No guise disguised the fervor of love. So this is somebody who has been genuine, very forthcoming with their emotions. This is probably who I'm reading for. And there's a person who would like to speak to you, somebody who has detached from the ego that probably got in the way between the two of you. But they want to have this heart-to-heart with you to talk about what has prevented them from pursuing you the way that they wanted to. Then we have the Knight of Quills, which is the Knight of Swords, the object, truth, or the satisfaction of the intellect, and the object, passion, or the excitement of the heart, are, although attainable to a certain extent in poetry, far more readily attainable in prose. So look, there's somebody who feels like I could say what I have to say in a text message, but what I really need to do is have a conversation with you face to face. The things that I need to express, the reactions that we need to be able to see from each other, like it just needs to happen in person, right? So I know that I could tell you certain things, but this is somebody who I think is, wanting to meet up for lunch or visit you where you are. We've got the Nine of Candles or the Nine of Wands. I stand amid the roar of a surf-tormented shore, and I hold within my hand grains of the golden sand. So I feel this is about time. There's been maybe too much time that has passed. There we go. Why not? I never use it. Too much time has passed, and I need to tell you what has been the major obstacle. I do feel like this person has struggled in terms of paying bills or saving up money, being able to finance the changes that they want to make in their life. But we also have the Six of Quills or the Six of Swords. We called it the River of Silence, for there seemed to be a hushing influence in its flow. This is about travel. We've got somebody in a very beautiful boat. But it's like, I feel like I need to apologize because it's taken me this long. I'm going to get there and, then everything will be fine. But I wanted to at least let you know this is where I'm at. This is how I feel. So communication that maybe is a little uncharacteristic of this person because, again, they've detached from their ego. There's a change in terms of how they connect with you because they don't have that same level of fear in terms of emotional intimacy. Now let's get some tarot. This is the Cats Rule the Earth. What else do we have? Nine of Swords, Three of Swords in the reverse. Anxiety over how to heal a situation and demonstrate that you've been putting in the work, or there is no hesitation regarding the work that needs to be done. Yes, I need to save up money. Yes, I know there's been some issues, or maybe there's, something that we need to talk through. But I want you to know that I'm not afraid of the work or what is required to get to that point where, we can be together. Hello, Pharaoh. Hello, Miss Princess. Hello, dude. How are you? Hello, Danny. What's happening? Five of Cups in the reverse. Death. Six of Swords in the reverse. I didn't find a way to visit you or move to you or whatever this is earlier on, and I regret that I didn't. But here's the reasons why. And it's motivating me it has motivated me to go through a spiritual awakening or change my ways, let go of karmic lifestyle, behaviors, toxic people. Here's what's been happening, like a recap of the season before. Especially if you've been no contact, this is an effort to explain the background. This is why it's taken so long. For some of you, they've already saved much of the money that they need, but I feel like they want to let you know what their plans are. Knight of Wands. Seven of Cups, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. They want to move so much faster than they can. It's like if you've ever seen a car trying to climb a real ridiculous mountain, but they don't have the most powerful of engines. I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm just saying whoever is trying to, have this heart-to-heart conversation with you, they've been through a lot. They might be running a little low on gas, but it's like when you get to, when you are close to resolving something, or maybe you've been working on a project like building furniture and you only have like 5 or 10 minutes left, if somebody were to suggest that you take a break, you might bite their head off. Like, oh, I just want to finish it. Okay, leave me alone. This is somebody who's like, I want to be done yesterday. I want to be moving forward. There are things I need to do, places I need to be. They feel like there's a lot of decisions or little, things they've had to cross off the to-do list. And with the Four of Pentacles, it's like they're ready to get to that point already. I want all of this effort, or I want all of this, planning to finally get to that moment, that culmination. So we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse and the Seven of Wands with the World. Yeah. I'm not going to give up. It's like, like I was saying, that last like 5 minutes, you're like, determination is at its peak. Like, I'm going to finish this. Seven of Wands, because I know it's almost divine timing, or I know things have improved a lot because I've made changes. And the world can be another reference to travel or the end of a chapter. I'm ready for something different. I've been working on myself or my finances so that I can navigate over to that other chapter. Hello, Key Controller. What's happening? No. This is the Gold Foil Tarot. What else do we have? Eight of Swords in the reverse. Death and the Moon. There is definitely something that has changed, or like a light switch, right? Flipped. What was previously considered to be too much work or too much of an obstacle. I don't know how to deal with that. This person has found increasing confidence or sense of capability and kept pressing through whatever they needed to change, people that they needed to cut off, behaviors they didn't want to, invest in anymore. Maybe changing their spending habits. With the Death card, this is a major change that impacts a lot of areas of this person's life. I'm seeing the Seven of Cups with the Death as it's not just that I needed to change my mindset. I had A, B, C, D, E, whatever. Like, I had things I needed to change, and I've made progress. But with the Moon, you may not know about it. They may not be telling a lot of people, but if you're no contact, I think there's especially a low chance that you know what they're actually up to or what they've been working on. Three of Swords, Strength, and Temperance in the reverse. Yeah, they've been working on whatever creates this instability in their life. They may have, codependency, anger, fear, family issues, work problems. This is what they've identified for themselves. Hey, this is the things that stand between me and this life that I want to live. So instead of being upset about it or woe is me, why don't I just identify what I need to do to address the problems instead? When you identify things like bite-sized projects or ways to combat what is blocking you, it makes it a lot less challenging, or it makes it more doable, right? Okay, well, I can handle that today and I'll do something else tomorrow. So little by little, this person has made progress on that path towards more, peaceful existence instead of dealing with the instability or the chaos of, low vibration. Two of Wands in the reverse, King of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. This is somebody who's gained wisdom from their mistakes. I might have, chosen the wrong path. I might have, done the wrong thing, but I learned from it. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I'm going to figure it out. So this is somebody who has some good stories, somebody that has changed their tune on a few things and has, I think, also changed their inner circle. With the Eight of Pentacles, they may also be spending very little time with anybody else, especially if they're picking up, a second job or extra shifts. Hello, Pharaoh. Hello, Cornhole. How are you? What else do we have? Three of Cups, King of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Ace of Cups. So I'm very focused on a reconciliation or a reunion. I don't necessarily have the funds that I need with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. But when I think about the goals that I have or the life that I daydream about with this person, It helps me to stay focused. This is somebody who uses that love as inspiration, very like Princess Bride or Big Fish. This is the Edgar Allan Poe. What else do we have? Yeah, exactly. All right, what else do we have? Empress in the reverse, the World, 10 of Wands in the reverse, and the 6 of Cups in the reverse. In order to be with the person that I want to, or in order to be the person that I want to be, I need to address the things that have made emotional intimacy or maturity difficult. I need to confront the things that have maybe initially I viewed as, external problems, but I did have some measure of control over them. Do I need to hang out with those people? Do I need to frequent that restaurant? Whatever it is, right? I know that I have been overwhelmed by the amount of change that might possibly be required to be with this person, to move there or to, I don't know, stop being so focused on being single or maybe stop being a workaholic. But at the same time, they have hope. They have a willingness to let that hope guide them and keep them committed on this path. I do think there's an awareness that even if this doesn't lead to the relationship or the life that they're, daydreaming about, that it'll still help them achieve something better than what they've currently got. 7 of Wands, divine timing. There's something about the upcoming 7 weeks that are really like a good window of time in terms of this person's progress and their ability to have this conversation. They may be really scared of that conversation. There's like obsessive thoughts here, and I feel like it's okay. Let's go over that again. What am I going to say? How do I phrase it so that I don't, say the wrong thing? How do I make sure that it's like right? 6 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something here about a debt that they forgave, and I think they wish that they had not, or somebody who stole something from them. It's like they've been set back financially, either because they were overly jealous or generous with somebody who was jealous of them, or it's because they were like literally stolen from. So that's part of the reason they feel this need to focus on finances, make sure that they've got the savings that they need, or, can afford the travel, whatever it is. Ace of Wands in the reverse, Fool, and the 6 of Wands in the reverse. There may have been a moment where they were about to reconcile or like come forward, find a way to converse or have a conversation with you, and then something fell through. Maybe there was a cancellation, maybe there was an overdraft fee or something that messed them up, but they feel like they had to kind of like regroup and figure out a different approach, or maybe even in some cases start from scratch. But their determination is still there. It may have gone through a little bit of difficulty, right? This has been kind of a long journey for them, I think. But they still feel this determination to make something happen. I didn't even really talk about the fact that we had the Tower. 6 of Wands in the reverse is clarifying the Tower. So it actually kind of feels to me like having some sense of failure or losing this connection made them work all the more because they didn't want it to be a real failure. Like, okay, that's just a setback. No, not going to accept that as, the end. We've got the 5 of Cups in the reverse and the Star in the reverse. Absolutely some introspection or, being real about what needs to happen. And I think calling themselves out on the fact that they may have even blamed others in their past for things that happened when they should have taken responsibility for it instead. This is the Path of Shadows. What else do we have? Mystic Swamp. Deep, dark waters, your reflection you can't see. You won't find yourself if you don't go deep. That makes so much sense. So think about those words and then look at the Edgar Allan Poe card for the star. So this is in the reverse. The star card is the way I'm holding it. But it's literally her looking at her reflection, right? So yes, we have somebody that is realizing in order to get what they want, what is first required, like the cost of admission, is you need to look within. You need to figure out what has been blocking you that you actually do have control over. And with the boogeyman, I think they have absolutely done that introspection. As life unfolds and shadow overpowers light, will my innocence be left untouched? This is a person who has been a bit of a gem in a, I don't know if I should say it that way. This person has been influenced by not so trustworthy people, right? People that may be quick to betray or backstab. And it may have become how they had to be, but I don't think it's how they naturally are. That's why we have somebody who's detached from their ego, right? Maybe if I think about it, I don't need to be likable to these people that I don't really respect. I just want to be myself. But they were worried at some point that they had lost themselves in this desire to fit in, right? Hello, Bradley. How are you doing? So we have the mask. That makes sense, right? Duality, protection, and caution. In order to protect myself from people that I saw as threats, I had to be one of them. I had to do as they do. I didn't want them to take advantage of me. So I had to like puff out my chest, or I had to make sure that they were just a little bit scared of me, right? I've been there. There are so many people that are scared of me. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm pretty sure most people just think of me as the person that makes those dumb jokes. This is the Pause Tarot. What else do we have? King of Swords in the reverse. High Priestess. Oh, okay. So you were the first one to see through this person's mask. You saw somebody wearing the, appropriate clothes, using the appropriate slang. They fit in like a pro. Everybody else, you could understand why they felt like this person was one of them, but you looked at them and you're like, psst, nice mask. And they were like, what? How can you see me? Rough translation from Grandma's Boy. You know when he's like standing up against the wall? Look, you freaked this person out because you figured out that this person was basically working to like fit in with a group that wasn't like them. They actually do have a heart of gold in there somewhere, but they felt like they had to kind of hide it or not let anybody know about it. And then this high priestess, which I believe is you, waltzed in, introduced yourself. Maybe you listened to them talk for, 3 minutes. I don't know, but you looked at them and you're like, so why are you hanging out with all these people? You're not like them. What are you doing? Why are you pretending to be like them? I see that you're different, but you're pretending to be like them. And it made this person question why they were doing that. Well, I have to have, some people around me, or I have to have like, I don't know, friends. I don't know. I guess because like, I like being accepted or having a community. This high priestess really made the King of Wands or our, heart to heart person. So if you're keeping track, we have the Queen of Cups, which was the Queen of Wells at the beginning, and that's our high priestess. Lots of water energy, so we could have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but that also just indicates you really do understand emotions or your intuition. And then we've got this Nine of Candles or Nine of Wands, King of Wands. And this is the person who has decided that they want to, change what they need to change in order to be who they really are supposed to be. So you freaked him out by saying, I can tell you're wearing a mask. Hey, it's not Halloween. What you doing over there, buddy? I was just dropping cards. No big deal. So we've got the Empress in the reverse joining the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Judgment and Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So because you were able to, kind of eloquently call out that this person doesn't belong in a nice way, right? They started thinking about it more. They started noticing that maybe they were kind of wasting their time, or that they were shortchanging themselves, that there was a burden associated with the connections they had, maybe people that used them, tried to make them feel less than. But we had this realization, okay, so maybe this person's right. Maybe this is a problem. Maybe I should go somewhere or, find some way to be myself instead of having to wear this mask or feeling like I have to fit in with the people that I don't like, right? Hello, Miss Princess. Hello, Jamie. How's it going? Hello, Peggy. How are you? So Page of Swords in the reverse. You notice one of these things just doesn't belong here. You tell them, and you get them thinking, how much time am I going to spend here? Why do I even like it here? Why did I exert all of this energy to fit in with people that I don't respect? You poked the bear. So I really like how well you can fit in with people that you don't like, but is this what you always want to do? Do you want to hang out with people that are like you? You reminded this person of the fire within them, because we've had Nine of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Magician now with the Four of Wands as well. So look, you're right. I don't like this, and I do want to change my life, or there are things that I want beyond this. And you know what? I could make that happen. Why am I just sitting here? I could change a few things. Hello, Rachel. How are you doing? King of Cups. The Star. And the King of Pentacles. Well, that is beautiful. So I acknowledge that there were things that maybe I accepted as just, good enough or whatever for too long. And that if I was willing to look within, if I was willing to be really honest with myself about what I have power over to change in my life, then maybe I could get the things that I do want. Maybe I could have that security, that safety, that companionship. Maybe I could have that sense of happiness and be with somebody that I love. So we've got somebody who sees the light at the end of the tunnel or sees life differently because they don't have to keep doing what they have been doing. Sorry, my hair gets everywhere. This is the Golden Lenormand. Hello, Jenny. How are you? You ain't lying, Peggy. So we've got number 23, which is the mice. I think I did mention that there might have been somebody who had been stolen from, or that maybe we had somebody that feels like they've been kind of set back, or like their growth was stunted because of this. and you brought this sense of hope or inspiration. Hey, you know, like you could still do stuff. You could like make some changes. You could publish a book. You could write a screenplay. You could choreograph a viral dance for TikTok. There's so many things, right? This is somebody who feels like you showed that what they had accepted wasn't good enough for them and that they deserved better, and it motivated them. 2, which is the clover, good luck. And the snake, number 7. Yes, this person has had to navigate a very treacherous path. Plenty of snakes, probably some other issues too. I don't know, maybe like a bear or something. Probably a dragon, yeah. There's going to be difficulties, there's going to be challenges, obstacles, but there's also luck on your side. So whoever resonates with the King of Wands magician energy, you have a lot of power that maybe you've underestimated or maybe you are reclaiming at this moment. And it is going to help you deal with the illusions or the dishonesty or the obstacles in your path, because something tells me the universe wants you to do what you're doing. This is the Gilded Reverie. What else do we have? Hello, Will. How are you doing? Number 33, which is the key, and number 9, the bouquet. I know what I need to do in order to get to that point where I feel accomplished. Now, the bouquet can be a reference to beauty. So this could be saying, I know how to win the heart of my beloved. That could absolutely be it. But I think the deeper meaning here is this person wants to feel like they've accomplished something. They want to feel worthy. They want to not just address the problems that have been holding them back, but when they make some sort of love offer, they want to be able to say, I've got stability to offer, or, you know, we could be a good team together. And those things that they identified for that checklist, that's what they feel would get that key, right? That would unlock this happiness or this sense of achievement so I could get what I want. So I could be with the person that I want to be with. Number 39, which is the dice, and number 30, the lilies. So whatever the connection may have gone through, they look at it as a very peaceful connection or something that has inspired them to pursue a more meaningful life, which is why they're willing to take a huge risk, why they're willing to do something a little bit uncharacteristic, or, you know, dedicate a lot of time to saving up money, because they feel like they would end up in a very happy situation. This is the Romance Angel Oracle. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. We've got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world, and engagement. So I acknowledged that maybe I was, you know, trying to hide from the fact that I really did have some emotions for you, where I did, you know, want to pursue something with you, but I needed to work on myself. I needed to address the things that were holding me back. Specifically, they wanted to save up some money, right? But now that things are getting easier, now that I have this savings account, I can work towards this next level of commitment with you. So there's a plan. It takes a little dedication and some time, but they're getting there. This is the Love Oracle. What else do we have? Possibilities, free-spirited, adventure, and risks. Definitely looking to take a risk because they want to be with you. Chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion. So this person has a renewed sense of passion for life. They have not just an attraction to you, but a desire to be like worthy of you. There has been some no contact here or some struggle in terms of being able to actually express how they're feeling, what they're going through, what they've needed to work on. Maybe some of these things were really difficult to admit until they could at least show that they've been working on it and have some progress, right? You know, I didn't know how to tell you that I had money problems, but now that I have you know, my feet under me again, and I've paid off my bills, I feel a little bit better telling you what happened, right? Thinking, missing you, craving, and desiring. And foundation, established, family, and security. That's what they're looking for. Uh, Obviously, a lot of thinking about you or feeling, you know, like maybe they've taken too long. How much longer do I need to wait? But they want to make sure that whenever they do have this heart to heart conversation with you, that they really have made enough progress to have this ability to offer something of substance. They want to have probably, you know, like an apartment or a house with you. They may be thinking about having children, but they know it requires a certain level of security, right? Stability. Distance, separation, space, and blockage. So this is the current issue. I feel like they've made a lot of progress with the finances, or they're about to. But then they have to figure out, do I visit you? Do I surprise you? Do I plan something? Do I just move there and then try to like talk to you? They're trying to put together like an appropriate plan for this like comeback, you know? This is the Tarot of the Nile. King of Swords, Three of Wands in the reverse, Two of Swords in the reverse. Interesting because we had the King of Swords in the reverse around the High Priestess, right? When somebody realized you're not like the others, you're pretending to be like a bunch of these people, but you're different. That's why we have the King of Swords in the upright. They are different. Everyone else was maybe willfully ignorant, and this person had an understanding, but they were just like kind of fitting in, right? Three of Wands in the reverse, but I got bored or I felt like I couldn't do what I wanted to do. So I had to make the decision to let go of that willingness to just kind of fade into the background or be like everybody else. Now this is somebody who's more confident to speak their truth or be like honest with themselves about what's going on and what they need or what they need to change. So Page of Wands, absolutely. I have a greater understanding of the things that are going on around me. I'm being honest with myself about what things are holding me back or standing in my way between my goals and me. And now I want to communicate with somebody, have that heart-to-heart conversation because I've been missing them. Hello, bump face. Amen. I mean, sometimes plans, you know, there can be problems, but this person's got good luck on their side. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Oh my. The Fool in the reverse and the Six of Wands. So there are going to be people who think that this person is crazy. And you know what? Sometimes I think that's like the best sign ever, you know? Oh my God, I can't believe you did that, Carmen. You're so crazy. I know. This is somebody who's like following their heart, and maybe there's a close friend, or maybe there's just like some acquaintances, and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing that. What is that person doing? And then Six of Wands, all of a sudden it's like, oh, what? Oh, you did it. Look at you. There's going to be some kind of like hush across the crowd, kind of impress. I don't know. I didn't think you would be able to do that. It's almost like a reveal after somebody does like a makeover. Hello, Frederick. Hello, James. How we doing? Three of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Huh. Okay. We got a problem here. And I feel like this is like someone from your past. So whoever resonates with the King of Wands or Magician, you've got, I mean, by the way, you've come out as all four of the kings. Emperor is likely where we're at. Don't get too caught up on the masculine versus feminine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy. And this is about energy, right? We've got somebody here who is mad because you are moving on, mad because you are leveling up, and they want to cause some issue. Is this like a rival? Oh, okay. Look, whoever you are, King of Wands, Magician, you've got somebody else who's been watching you. It's like you've been watching your love interest while, you know, working on your bag. And there's somebody who's been watching you. And they're watching you because they know you're going to make an offer. And they feel like when you make your offer is when they're going to make their offer. It's almost like they're competing, like they've got their own little like montage of here's me going through like, you know, my self-development, my self-awareness and detaching from my ego, day one. And like competing with you, but you didn't know about it. This is interesting. There's a third party that's coming in and wants to confuse the high priestess. Good luck with that. And try to make it so that the King of Wands does not get chosen and did all of this work and doesn't get the relationship. So be cautious because I feel like this person knows who you are. Who is, what are we going to call you? Who is the Five of Swords? Six of Cups, 10 of Cups, King of Pentacles. I feel like this is somebody who's known the King of Wands for a while. This could be somebody who, I don't know, man. Why is this so, it kind of feels like this is like a close friend. Somebody who has the same, like you're in the same circles. And it's like, I'm watching you to see whether or not you've gotten to this King of Pentacles. Have you figured out your money? Have you figured out what you need to? Because it's like, I want to be ready to go when you figure it out. Why the 10 of Cups though? It's like they're from the same place. Oh no. Oh, there it is. Strength in the reverse. This is somebody who shows only kindness or friendliness to the person they're competing with. Like kill them with kindness. So this would be like, I act like I'm your, you know, good friend or your biggest fan, but really I'm interested in the same romantic partner. Six of Pentacles and the Hanged Man in the reverse. This is a weird Six of Pentacles because you can barely see that there's a second person back there, right? There's one person standing up and you can see that first person in the foreground. I don't know if I should like lift up the candle. Sorry for flipping you off. There's a second person back there. This is somebody who is trying to compete with the King of Wands, and I think knows the King of Wands. Hanged Man in the reverse. They're trying to have some sort of reveal, like, I've been working on stuff too. Justice in the reverse. Why are they competing? Four of Pentacles. So there's something here that has irritated this competitor, the Five of Swords. They have felt like they have already lost to this person, or they're tired of somebody fumbling you. This is like, allow me, since you can't figure it out, I'll do it. Like cutting in when somebody's dancing because they've, got bad footwork. Like, it's a little judgy. I feel like you've already broken that person's heart. I feel like you've already hurt that person. I feel like you've already had your chance. That's this energy. So like step aside. Let somebody who really knows what they're doing take this person out, or, have a heart-to-heart conversation. Oh, hello, Joni. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Welcome to the club. Did I miss anybody? I'm sorry if I missed saying hello to anybody. I think I got everyone. Thank you. All right. Any last words of wisdom on this interesting situation? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Cups in the reverse. Why does this feel like a bad reveal in like a horror movie? Yeah, you thought I was your best friend, but I've just been waiting for the perfect moment to ruin your Halloween. Like, I don't know. This feels like I've been your friend. I've, supported you, or you've just kind of like not taken me very seriously. I've been watching you. You've had this interest in somebody, this high priestess, and, you didn't treat them right, or you walked away, whatever it is. Like, they feel like you hurt the high priestess, therefore you don't get another chance. So like, move aside. Like, they're very bossy. Hello, Aquarius. How are you doing? All right. I can't help it. I'm just a little curious. This is the Overthinker's Oracle, and then we have to call it because it's almost 50 minutes. Oh, my. What else do we have? Leaving toxic karmic lifestyle behind. Well, that seems super appropriate. I've decided I don't want to live like this. I'm not like the people that I was hanging out with, or that's not how I want to, spend my free time anymore. That's what I thought. Okay, so we have one person who's leaving the toxic karmic lifestyle behind, and then we have somebody who's jealous. I feel like this is the Five of Swords, the person who's friends and who has been watching. One person's been watching the love interest, right? Maybe both people, actually. And then the other one, the King of Wands, doesn't know they've been watched too. And it's because there's somebody who doesn't like how they move with regards to the high priestess. You hurt that person. You weren't respectful. You had your chance. I'm ready to see you face to face. You're always on my mind. And multiple trolls. You can say that again. I'm going to be honest with you. Whoever is the high priestess, I do feel like there's a couple of people who have caused drama in your love life, just in general, because this happens a lot. This jealousy thing happens a lot. Codependency. So this is, I think, a big problem in the community where, you know how the high priestess was like, you don't belong here. You're not like all these other people. There's something different about you. These karmics are 2s and 3s. You're the one. We've got a false twin flame. Be careful. You might have to have like a difficult conversation with yourself. Oh, I love your name so much. That's great. Hello, Darth. I'm talking about Bitchy Tata. That's hilarious. I try so hard to not swear on my channel. I'm not like actually offended or anything. But, like, oh, that's funny. Welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for making me giggle. We've got, I dream about making things right between us and you loving me again. This is so messy because I really do feel like for a lot of you, this 5 of Swords may even try to tell you that you think you're in love with somebody, but you're really not. And this person, the King of Wands, might be telling you that like everything is fine when maybe they still have some things. You really have to use your discernment. I would say I trust the King of Wands more than the 5 of Swords. But this is the problem here, is that you are just too amazing. This Earth Angel energy attracts people, especially people who are on that, you know, like the cusp of doing some spiritual awakening. So we have an incoming communication, and I feel like it's from more than one person. I feel like you hear from one person and then you hear something from this 5 of Swords. This is somebody who's getting you to think about whether or not the King of Wands has the ability to do right by you. And I feel like the universe is telling you, first and foremost, forgiveness is for you. It's not for the other person, right? You don't need to carry that burden with you everywhere. But I feel like this is saying be cautious because you might have somebody who's trying to influence how you see this connection. And I feel like it's a friend of the love interest, right? A friend of the King of Wands because they've been watching the King of Wands. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I sure do appreciate you. Did I say hello to Laura? Hello. All right. I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.